Intercepted.
Flag down.
Pass is intercepted by 27, Will Fields. Flag of the play. Well, we do have our internet issues continue, and yeah, for those of you that are complaining, that's what it's like to not have it.
Nothing you can do about it.
We are doing what we can. It is totally out of our control. It's been something we've gone through all day long. So,
fortunately, don't have that ESPN sponsorship.
We do not. I don't know who said ESPN was doing this, but
you're wearing the polo.
I know. I made a mistake. I mean, I guess so. I think that there's like an element of not knowing what it takes to do an ESPN3 broadcast. Having done a few myself,
just had to drop that on us.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Quick flex from Matt Fargo.
I don't know that it was a flex, just more of an explanation that
understandable. I'm sure there's a lot that goes into it. People don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that people. It's just technology today. You think that you plug and you play and you're in, but
it's not that simple.
It's not always that simple. So, if you missed it, North Texas picked off Paul Jones in the first play after the interception. Giveth and taketh away. Both teams in the giving mood still here in late January. As they go with the quarterback draw, and it goes nowhere. Paul Jones, Juwan Bryant, the defensive number one for the Wildcats, comes in to make the stop. They've been quick to the line here for the Stampede. Willis rolling to the right, conducts traffic, and then skips this pass too short to his wide receiver, incomplete.
All kinds of room on that right side.
Willis pass falls incomplete. Will bring up third down for the Stampede at the 41-yard line. Third down. For the Stampede.
Just over 3.5 left in the first quarter.
Shotgun formation for Willis. Side crown to the left. Back to pass. Pressure comes. Throws. And it is going up and climbing the ladder. And then getting up, popping back up. NFL rolls gives him a chance. It will be a first down. It's a heck of a catch by 25, Edward Wesley. Moves the sticks for North Texas. Willis pass is completed to Edward Wesley for a North Texas Stampede first down. First and 10, North Texas at the Wildcat 22. There was a flag after the play. We'll make it a half the distance. Ball will be marked for play.
Got a flag after the play.
At the 11-yard line, first and 10.
Marked down at the 11, first and 10.
Yeah, there was a flag at the end there and moved it down all the way to the 11-yard line so they can get a first down still at about the half-yard line, just inside the one. Willis from the gun, and the receivers, both sides, take off. And Willis almost mocking his receivers, stayed in the ready for play after everyone was still walking back to the huddle. It's going to move them back. False start penalty marks it back at the 15-yard line. First and 15. So first down at 15. Shotgun formation for Willis. A sidecar to the left. He'll sweep it to the left side. Cutting back against the grain, trying to go back inside is Michael Clayton. Clayton plunges forward for a gain of 3 down to the 12-yard line. Clayton, the ball carrier, picks up 4. Second down and 11 from the 12. I didn't get one. I see 3. Oh, I did. So who's this here? Cheerleader? Who's that? What is that? Touchdown, Stampede. 12-yard touchdown for North Texas. Flags on the play.
Looks like it's going to be a personal foul on the Wildcats on that.
Really?
A little bit of a late hit, a little shove after the fact.
It was Keith Davis that got into the end zone. Touchdown is good, and then a dead ball personal foul penalty, as Dylan alluded to, against the Wildcats that will be assessed on the kickoff with 1:53 to go in this opening quarter.
Tempers flaring a little bit early in this game.
Yeah, and Wildcats still wanting an explanation. Players out there chatting with officials. 15 yards. We seem like we've had just so many lulls with officials and trying to get things figured out.
Lots of conversations.
Yes, lots of talking. And the people that should be doing it are us, not the people down there.
That's
your
job, especially.
Right. Extra point coming from the right foot of Mark Deering. Snap hold the kick on its way, and it is no good.
Line drive to the left.
1:53 to play. Here in the first quarter, it is North Texas 13, Western PA 6. You're watching the USA Bowl live from Daytona Beach. Stick around.
This team needs a Hail Mary to pull out this win.
Let's run 5 9-cut cheese pizzas.
Wait, what's this? Coach has called in the one and only Pizza Joe. His fresh, hot, and delicious pizza will save the game. Oh no, that was a hard hit. There's some movement on the field. It looks like Pizza Joe is still going the extra yard for his customers. Pizza Joe's, your headquarters for game time pizza. Visit pizzajoes.com to find one near you.
USA Bowl, game 4 of 4. Quarter 1 of 4 still. 13-6 now. The North Texas Stampede expand their lead. They led 7-6, now 13-6. So Western PA can try to tie things up after that missed extra point, which we've seen pretty much in every game. The special teams has been a factor. Move them back in the NFL rules, and it's definitely affected this level of football.
Anything but consistent today.
Yes, right. We saw a chance at an extra point to essentially win a championship in that first game was no good, and then it ended up being a field goal to win it in overtime. So you never know what you're going to get.
Gotta love the irony there.
Right. Ball back on the tee. That 15-yard penalty assessed against the Wildcats. So North Texas going to try to put this one into the back of the end zone, you'd figure. And that one going all the way back, and Wildcats going to try to take it out. 10 makes a move and cuts here. He got a blocker to the near side 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 flags come at the 50, and it's going to come back. But another nice return. The Wildcats have had 2. One went for a touchdown, and this one going to come back anyway. Dana Brown showed the speed there.
2 big returns? No.
No,
coming
that
back
was
from penalties.
Turtle. That was Raphael Hurd on the return who had the touchdown. That was called back, and he's frustrated, obviously, understandably so. Is the irony catching on that his nickname is Turtle? He's
Finally ringing a bell there.
That moves him back. But still, I mean, ironically, had Hurd taken a knee and be right back at the 20-yard line anyways. Really no harm, no foul. After the holding call, Wildcats have the football first down and 10 from the 20. So first down and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 20-yard line. And they're going to give it off left side. Trying to get to the corner is Bynum. And Bynum will get to the corner no further. He'll pick up 4 on that run. Johnny Bynum on the carry off the left side. Picks up 4. Credit him with 5. Second and 5 from the 25. Official spot moves it up to the 25-yard line. So give it that. 5-yard pickup, second down and 5. He'll take that every time on first down.
It's not a bad game. Got to get something rolling on this offense.
Second and 5 from the 25. Paul Jones, shotgun formation, sidecar to the left, back to pass. Jones throws here, and it's back shoulder, incomplete. Well behind the intended receiver, trying to hook up with Jackson. And for those that don't know, Paul Jones, one of the highly ranked recruits out of high school, Stowe Rocks High School, just outside of Pittsburgh, went to Penn State, be the quarterback there, and has struggled, whether it was academically or trying to get onto the field, and then ended up transferring to Robert Morris University. Had a decent career there, and now still slinging the football around the field. Far sideline, it is completed. Bruce Thornton on the reception for the Wildcats. Moves the sticks. Paul Jones' pass is completed to Thornton. That's a Wildcats first down. First and 10, Western PA.
Got a first and 10 here with 38 seconds and clock rolling in the first quarter here.
Jones from the gun, 4 wide, back to pass, looks left, little pump fake, another pump fake, then he lost the ball, and it's going to be scooped up by the Silverbacks. No, they're going to say it was a forward pass, are they not? Oh, my goodness. I think Wildcats might have been bailed out on that one, because I think Jones was going for that pump fake and then lost control of it on that second one, where there was a little bit of hesitation, but
no time for replays here.
No red hankies either. Jones pass rolled incomplete, second and 10 from the 33. Back to pass, little pump fake, throwing over it. It is completed to that far side.
Get close to that first down, but not quite there.
Jamar White makes the reception for the Wildcats. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. "17 quarters of football we have done. We have 3 to go." Stick around. 13-6, our score after 1 quarter of play. As North Texas leads Western PA 13-6.
Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Back here 13-6 as we get you ready for the second quarter. And the pass on the near side is incomplete on 3rd and 1. Jones throws, tries to fit it into a small window to Bruce Thornton, can't do it. And it will be 4th down for the Wildcats. Decision time here for Chuck Earn and the Wildcats.
The offense out there.
I think they went big with some. They're going to go I formation here. 4th and 1. Handoff. Bynum got one, needed one. Looks like he got it. Move the sticks. So 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. Bynum converts the 4th down. 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. Sorry, guys, I'm also doing public address. I'm getting my mics crossed. That sweep left goes absolutely nowhere. Bynum is going to be brought down, and then he wants a conversation with the official. Falling on deaf ears, it looks like.
It's a good one.
Second down and long. Wildcats from the shotgun. Jones back to pass. Steps up into the pocket. Here to the near side. He's going to throw it. Got a wide open receiver at the 30-yard line. Down inside the 25. And moving the sticks. It's Jamar White. Young man out of Aliquippa. Some greats have come out of Aliquippa High School. Mike Ditka, Darrell Rivas. And in the semi-pro world, add Jamar White to that list. 1st down at 10. Jones pass completed to Jamar White. 1st down Wildcats. 1st and 10 from the 23.
Got timeout Stampede.
So Texas wants to slow things down. With 12:26 to go here in the second quarter, it's 13-6. So as they talk things over, North Texas during this timeout, 1st down coming up for the Wildcats We've seen them be a little bit more risk-taking, taking those shots downfield. And when Paul Jones has time, he's really efficient downfield.
Absolutely. Seems like every single time that he gets more time in that pocket, he just finds those receivers downfield instead of just resulting to the quick curl or slant route.
Shotgun formation for the Wildcats. Send the sidecar out into the flat in motion and then dump it out to him, and it completes that pass. He kind of stumbles his way to the far sideline. I believe that was Raphael Hurd. And a lot of hard work to get 1 yard. Second down at 9. Jones pass completed to Hurd for a yard. Second down and 9 from the 22. Jones throwing it. Oh, flag comes flying in as one of the receivers ended up falling down. The ball intended for another receiver and overthrown, but we will check the flag. I think this might be either defensive holding or maybe will they get them on pass interference? We'll check.
Seen barely any of those today so far.
Yeah. For the better part, these games have been pretty clean penalty-wise.
Except for a couple
little
personal fouls here and there.
Extracurriculars, yep. And one of the games called a little quickly after it got a little out of hand. Holding, defensive holding, is the call against the Silverbacks. So sure enough, 11:35 to go in the second of the Wildcats. That's what they have done. They have given teams the lead early all season. They had 3 come from behind wins in the league playoffs, including the championship game where they were down 3 scores going into the fourth quarter and came back and won the game. They have been the cardiac cats for sure. As Jones goes back to pass, there's a flag down, throwing into the end zone, overshot his man on a first down and 10 from that 12-yard line. There's a flag down, and I think this one's going to be against the Wildcats. So one flag deserves another. As much as we just sat here and talked about how clean this game has been, we get back-to-back flags. It's typically it's the typical announcer's jinx. And it is personal foul. I think I saw face mask penalty. Legal hands. Personal foul, legal hands to the face on the offense. It's a 15-yard penalty. Will still be first down. First down and long now for the Wildcats. Handoff in the handoff to Raphael Hurd. He gets the carry, and he gets only a few. Yeah, the numbers for North Texas are impossible to read. I think that's safe to say.
That's a safe assessment.
No, it's not just you. It's also us here.
It's probably just as easy on the stream to see it as we can up here.
It's pretty much about the same. It is.
Got to work on these color contrasts.
I tell you what. I mean, I think that we need some people with some more style sense picking them out, I guess. Wildcats did all right. They're not bad. They got
white on orange goes pretty nicely.
Yeah, right. Second down and long. 10:40, clock winds, second quarter. Jones, a little screen pass, one-handed catch by Hurd, and then a herd of Stampede make the stop for North Texas. Only gets back to the original line of scrimmage no further, so it's going to be third down and long, but we get a stoppage in play. I think the Wildcats want to buy a timeout. They do. 10:19 to go in the second. It is 13-6. North Texas, the Stampede, lead the Wildcats here in USA Bowl. Game 4 of 4. It's the top 25 national championship. It continues on the back half of this commercial break.
Mags McCarter is ready to take you on your next vacation. Based out of Beaver Falls, McCarter Coaching Tours offers various types of vacation packages at a competitive price. From single day to multi-tours, McCarter will completely take the stress out of planning a vacation. McCarter's luxury coach is true. Climate control, TV monitors, and reclining seats will define the meaning of how you get there. For more information, log on to McCarterTours.com.
Back to pass. Jones throwing and incomplete. Trying to hook up that for that touchdown pass, and it skips it short. It's going to be second down and goal. And boy, Wildcats have new life after that spot. Second down and goal from the 7-yard line. Shotgun formation for Jones. Sidecar to the left. And he'll give it off. Bynum just spinning his way immediately as he went into the hole. And host of Stampede there make the stop. It will be third down and goal for the Wildcats. Bynum on the carry. It's back to the line of scrimmage. No further. It is third down and goal from the 6.
Got to try and make something happen here after that generous spot.
Yep, generous spot indeed. They get the first down. If you were knocked off of the broadcast, generous spot. They measure. It's a first down and goal, and now it's third and goal. So Wildcats trying to capitalize on that call, and then they go back shorter. Did they get it in? No, incomplete. Try to hook up with Hurd on that pass and catch that would have been a touchdown for the Wildcats. Could not do it. Fourth down. They will kick. They'll go for a field goal attempt here for the Wildcats. And this time it's through the poles as they weren't able to convert. But Pete Cariotis puts it through the poles. And it is 8:13 to play here in the second. And it's now 13-9. North Texas hanging on to a lead here against the Wildcats in the USA Bowl.
Orum's Donut Shop has been in the business of making the finest donuts for over 77 years and counting. We make our donuts the old-fashioned way, concentrating on quality and taste. With just one bite of our original cream-filled donut or the best-selling cinnamon roll, you will taste the difference. Stop by our location on 7th Avenue in Beaver Falls or log on to orums.com. Orum's Donut Shop, a tradition since 1938.
This team needs a Hail Mary to pull out this win.
Let's run 5 9-cut cheese pizzas.
Wait, what's this? Coach has called in the one and only Pizza Joe. His fresh, hot, and delicious pizza will save the game. Oh no, that was a hard hit. There's some movement on the field. It looks like Pizza Joe is still going the extra yard for his customers. Pizza Joe's, your headquarters for game time pizza. Visit pizzajoes.com to find one near you.
Back to Daytona Beach. Going to be a short end over and fielded from the 35-yard line. Kind of pooch kicked that one away for some return men, but they kicked it to the wrong guys. He's going to be able to come up the near sideline and pick up great field position for the Stampede. They have it first down and 10. That was 25, Edward Wesley, who's made some big plays for the Stampede here in the early first quarter and now into the second as we're 8:03 to go in the second now, 13-9. But now the Stampede have great field position to start this drive.
Can't get much better than that. It makes you wonder if the little pooch kick was actually intentional or not. Try and get it to somebody other than the normal receiver, but Doesn't seem like it after the
First, after the
kicker's
Right.
emotion afterwards. Didn't seem too
then
sad.
just a fade route. He's going to run right under this for a touchdown, but the play's going to be blown dead. A timeout taken by North Texas. North Texas just threw a touchdown pass, but the sideline called a timeout, and it was a touchdown that's going to be wiped off the board by no fault but their own.
Looks like there's a flag on the field too.
I think there might have been too many men on the field for North Texas, and they were calling the timeout for that reason, in which case that would have negated the touchdown either way.
Null and void.
There was a penalty on the Wildcats. It's a 5-yard penalty. I guess they might have caught him off on an encroachment penalty and thought they had a free play, but they blew it dead. And now they're going to throw it underneath, and he just missed it. A little bit behind his intended receiver, who was going up the near hash marks. Could not hook up for that one. Could Justin Willis. Will be 3rd down and 5 now. We're going to call it 2nd and 5 because of the penalty. So they keep it at 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Willis going to put the ball up into the air. Jump ball, end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Wow, he got mossed in the end zone. And this guy is on a mission right now.
Running the length of the field. Rightfully so.
Jumps over the bench and takes a seat. Puts his legs up like nothing happened. As that one was Dwayne Guyton on the touchdown. Willis pass is completed to Dwayne Guyton for the North Texas touchdown. Stampede on for the point after touchdown. So Guyton connects, and boy, that was a 10 out of 10 on the celebration too. But he climbed the ladder on the near side and absolutely mossed the defender on the near side.
Looked like an interception, but he came back to the ball. Just climbed up that defender.
Extra point through the poles. Stampede extend the lead once again. Going score for score with the Wildcats. They now lead it 20-9 with 7:42 to play here in the second quarter. You are watching the USA Bowl live from Daytona Beach, Florida.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And we're back. Take a deep breath. When we get these moments of breaks, they're not much to you. I know that those of you listening, but they're invaluable to us. 20-9, the Stampede had the lead over the Wildcats. We are an hour away from our 12th hour of broadcasting today. We started at 11 o'clock this morning. Actually, we went on the air at 10:30, so we're half an hour away from that.
How's your voice feeling, Matt?
Okay.
Okay.
How's it sound?
It still sounds good.
Okay, all right.
Very professional.
I'm doing what I can. I'm sure people would beg to differ. Here's the return. Another good return for the Wildcats. They have had some great opportunities. Boys, Raphael Hurd fun to watch.
I think we need him replacing Switzer on the Steelers in our return game.
I'm not in disagreement with you. But the Stampede have been the story of the first half. They've been able to use some big plays. They used a pick six to get on the board first, and methodical drives that have ended in touchdowns for North Texas. But the Wildcats have been that comeback team. So they have been, it's been well documented. They just have not played well. John Ray told me yesterday at the meet and greet with all the teams, he said, we've had some heart-stopping games throughout the playoffs. And I was at their league championship game, and that game was a crazy thriller in overtime. We can avoid overtime if at all possible.
Hopefully.
I'm sorry, guys. We'll do what we can.
Can't rule these guys out of any game, though.
No question.
Shown it time and time again.
So from the shotgun, Jones going to hand it off right up the middle, and I think North Texas has done a pretty good job in shutting down the Wildcat running game, as Bynum got the call for just a yard.
We have 2nd and 9 coming up here with 7:10 left in the second quarter.
Second down and 9 it is. Back to pass. Jones rolls out to the right. Stops, has time. Just going to launch this ball. Oh, my goodness. Just launched it. It ends up hitting the 25-yard line on the other side. He threw it from the 20.
His receiver's just as shocked as we are.
That was just, he looked like he was a part of the NFL pass, punt, and kick. Just try to launch it as far as you can. 6:43 to go in the first half. Wildcats trail, and I believe we get a timeout here. I don't know what this is, to be honest with you.
Looks like 27's limping off to the sideline.
Okay, so that was
might be an injury.
An injury timeout. Fair enough. Third down from the 31-yard line. Jones from the shotgun, back to pass, throwing, and it's barely intercepted. Almost jumped that route. That would have been the third interception thrown by Jones tonight. And the intended receiver trying to get to Jackson, and it's 4th down. Punt unit comes on for the Wildcats. And coming up, this is a really big drive for North Texas. They can really put some distance, and we've talked about how the Wildcats can come back, but they can really make it difficult on the Wildcats if they can go down here and put in 7 and make it a 27-9 game.
Would be a statement to put down before first half come to a close.
6:20 to go here in the second. 20-9 our score. And we get this one booted away. Picked up at the 23-yard line. Nice move across the 25. Now going to circle back. Now he's back at his own 20. He's behind where he started. There's a block in the back there, and it's going to bump him actually into the block in the back. Actually ended up bumping the defender into tackling the returner, and it's going to be a loss all for naught. Bunch of running around that is going to start this drive back at the 18-yard line for the Stampede. 6:01 to go in the second quarter. I feel like what it's like doing a Monday night game, and those 8 o'clock starts.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long time.
Long day.
First down and 10. And they're going to set up the tunnel screen here to the near side, and is caught at the 25, moved across to the 27-yard line. Nice job there. Another reception for Guyton, who's been fun to watch. Back to pass, going to put it over the middle of the field, and it is knocked down. Incomplete. Could have been picked off.
If he didn't get a hand on it, I think the defender behind him might have had a clean pick there.
Going to be second down at 10.
This game is not being broadcasted on ESPN.
If it was, it would be on like ESPN 8 The Ocho.
Probably.
Which with the dodgeball.
Yeah.
That's where it would be.
That would make the most sense.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not.
The rumors about it being on ESPN
I don't know where they came from. And it has nothing to do with my shirt, I promise you. But maybe it does. I don't know. Willis in trouble, will throw, tall pass, and a nice job by the defender to push him out of bounds, to not allow him to get 2 feet down. That was Guyton on the near side boundary and going up against, I lost my spot there. But Elliot Alexander, I believe, was on the coverage there. Sure, I'll be corrected if I'm wrong.
They'll let you know.
I guess they don't understand when we say it's not on ESPN.
It's not on ESPN.
Yeah, this is it. We're the only ones. And actually, to clarify, those of you that have joined us late, we are actually using the same connection that ESPN uses to do games here, as this one is dumped off into the flat, and juking and jiving across the 35-yard line. Going to be just short of a first down. It's going to be 4th down and 2. But we are using the same connection that ESPN does. The problem is that the internet is down here at the stadium, and we're not getting fast enough internet to bring you this as in crystal clear high definition that you'll watch The Bachelor later tonight.
Or the UFC fight.
Or the UFC fight. But you know what? UFC fight isn't pay-per-view, is it? It's not. Neither is this. Weird.
Yeah.
That's okay. So it is not us. It is the building, as best as we can say.
Trying our best here.
Yeah, we're bringing it to you, and I mean we could turn the video off and just do a radio broadcast if that's what people would prefer. We could do that. Timeout taken by North Texas with 4:49 to go. But it's been the story of the day. Trust whatever you guys have to say. We've heard
McDonald's Wi-Fi,
Boost Mobile.
We've heard Taco Bell Wi-Fi. We've heard it all today. Heard it all.
Yep. We've heard the dial-up. I mean, we had guys from West Virginia making fun of us, and they
it hurt.
Yeah, it did hurt because they're still on that dial-up. Right? Well, some of them maybe.
It's not going to go over well.
No, well, hey, I spent my fair share of time in West Virginia. I can make that joke.
You used to be a native.
I did. Well, not a native, but I lived there for a period of time.
Oh.
And, oh, my goodness, this punt is in some real trouble, and it's going to be fielded off the bounce, and Wildcats are going to get great field position off of it. It will be 1st down and 10 Wildcats at the 46-yard line of North Texas with 4:36 to go. We're running it off a hotspot for those of you.
Off a hotspot on a, what is this, an iPhone 5?
7, 6, 7.
7.
One of those. It still has the home button. Put it that way.
There you go. I believe that's a 7.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So a first down and 10 for the Wildcats from the 46-yard line. 4:36 to go in the second quarter.
More than enough time with some great starting field position.
For sure. Shotgun, sidecar to the left of Jones with 4 wide. Back to pass. Paul Jones looking over the middle of the field. Got a receiver, but he couldn't haul it in at the 25-yard line. Trying to find, once again, that was Raphael Hurd. He's all over the field right now for the Wildcats. Second down and 10 from the 46. Throw over the middle of the field, got his receiver, and then trying to stay on his feet. He just couldn't do it. He ends up going down, but nice reception. Darius Prince on the reception for the Wildcats.
Open up that passing playbook for him a little bit more.
4 minutes to go in the second quarter. 20-9 our score. Wildcats, though, they're driving. Trying to make this one interesting before going into the break. Jones from the gun, 4 wide. Sidecar to the left. Barks out the signals. Back to pass. Pressure comes. He gets rid of the ball. Throws down the near sideline. It's incomplete. Overthrew. Bynum down the near sideline. It'll be second down. Congrats to our earlier champions today. Congratulations to the West Virginia Storm. They win in overtime, 23-20 over the Northeast Ohio Silverbacks. Then the Marion County Crusaders defeated the Central Texas Apaches. The Kansas City Bulldogs over the Cincinnati Chiefs. And here we are in the USA Bowl Top 25 National Championship, the nightcap.
Nightcap's an understatement. Full 2 hours after projected start time.
Well, it's starting to become a nightcap at a bar. There's
last
more
call.
than
We're at last call right now.
We're nearing there. We are nearing that area. Penalty moves the Wildcats back
even further.
Yeah, this is going to be a holding call that's going to go all the way back to the 49-yard line. First down and long for the Wildcats from there. Shotgun formation. And throwing an incomplete intended for Hurdle. Or Hurd, I beg your pardon. Turtle. Second down and long after the incomplete pass. 3:36 to play in the second. Shotgun formation. Sidecar to the left. Jones gets the snap. Back to pass. Will throw it down the near sideline. Working again with Raphael Hurd, and he couldn't quite do it. I tell you what, defensive back's done a great job on coverage with Hurd down this near sideline. Love to give credit where it's due, but we've mentioned this. Whatever this is not a jersey. $21.
Black and white digi camo on black letters.
Ricardo Reese is what I saw. So he's been doing a great job on the near sideline. Third down and long for the Wildcats. We're going to get a stoppage of play and a timeout taken by the Wildcats. 3:28 to play in the second quarter. It is 20-9. North Texas leads the Wildcats here in USA Bowl from beautiful Daytona Beach, Florida. We'll be back.
Orum's Donut Shop has been in the business of making the finest donuts for over 77 years and counting. We make our donuts the old-fashioned way, concentrating on quality and taste. With just one bite of our original cream-filled donut or the best-selling cinnamon roll, you will taste the difference. Stop by our location on 7th Avenue in Beaver Falls or log on to orums.com. Orum's Donut Shop, a tradition since 1938.
This team needs a Hail Mary to pull out this win.
Let's run 5 9-cut cheese pizzas.
Wait, what's this? Coach has called in the one and only Pizza Joe. His fresh, hot, and delicious pizza will save the game. Oh no, that was a hard hit. There's some movement on the field. It looks like Pizza Joe is still going the extra yard for his customers. Pizza Joe's, your headquarters for game time pizza. Visit pizzajoes.com to find one near you.
For those of you in North Texas, that could be very far. Find a Pizza Joe's near you.
That's a far drive.
But you know what? Then again, there might be a guy named Joe that sells pizza. I don't know.
I'm sure.
Jones going to go deep and intercepted. Picked off at the 29-yard line, near side 40, 45, and knocked out of bounds. Another interception, the third of the first half by Paul Jones. And guess who gets the pick? Mr. Reese, Ricardo Reese. We've been talking about how he's done it. There was a penalty against the Wildcats that's going to be declined. It is North Texas football with 3:14 to go. And again, the momentum turns back towards the Stampede, and they really can, again, go a long way in trying to get into the end zone and make this a 27-9 game going into the break. Ball thrown here to the near side, and it's incomplete. It'll be second down at 10, back at the 49-yard line. This is just quarters just dragging.
First quarter flew by.
First quarter was great.
Jinxed the penalty call.
We might have done that. We've done a little bit of jinxing today. Got overtime in the first game.
It's an understatement.
Second and 10 for the Stampede. 4 wide. Going to hand it off right up the middle. 40, 35, 30. First down and more. Ball came loose, and the Wildcats jump on it. Was he down? Wildcats are running with the football. He gets blown dead, and it's going to be Stampede football. They're going to say they're going to roll him down. .245 to go in the second quarter. And they'll mark him down at the 26-yard line, 27. Throw to the 16. It is caught. It's another first down. Love to tell you who that was.
They're rolling here with the hurry-up offense.
Sure are. Well, it's shotgun, back to pass. Pressure comes. He'll throw. Got another man at the 6-yard line, gets back up, breaks a few tackles. Now he's going to carry 3 Wildcats with him with the pile and flex. And that's an impressive run all by himself. No help needed. Legitimately carried 3 Wildcats with him, and that is Guyton Jr. once again. Seeing the ears comments, and I think we get a timeout taken.
Got 2-minute warning.
Oh, it is the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go. 20-9. North Texas leads Western PA. They need a stop here if you're the Wildcats.
There you go.
There's my booger comment for the day.
There it is.
And if they get a stop here, they won't allow any more points on the board until they score again.
If they don't let them go 4 yards, it's no score. 5 yards.
Correct.
5 yards.
Right. There's no score.
No score. It's my Joe Buck comment for the day.
First and goal from the 5. Delayed handoff last second, and the Wildcats are all over it. It was delayed enough for them. Like this stream, a little bit of delayed Wi-Fi, and that's what happens.
Didn't get the memo.
Yeah. And it's back to the, oh, wow, they're going to mark him way back at the 14. Nope, move him up. Stick's a little confused. To the 12. Battle of unbeatens here tonight. North Texas and Western PA. Someone take a timeout?
No, I don't think so.
How long is this play clock? My goodness. You get a sideline warning? It's going to be the Wildcats. That's why the referees over there barking with the Wildcats. First, it'll be second down and goal at the 12 whenever this ends. Oh, my goodness. Officials, 2 of them over on the Wildcat sideline, barking with Arn, the head coach of the Wildcats. I more feel like I'm in a Southwest commercial than a Snickers commercial, to be honest with you.
As the great Phil McCarron used to say, no sense of urgency.
No, there is not. There is not. Big fan of Applebee's, by the way.
Very big fan.
Yeah,
Turtle soup.
Right.
He likes
Yeah.
turtle soup.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
fan of turtle soup.
Yep. And cats.
And cats.
We've gone off the deep end, but you know what? What do you want to hear an Orms commercial again, guys? So we can play it for you. You don't have the accent to go along with your affection for turtle soup, though.
I do not.
Yeah, you really don't.
I'm from Pittsburgh, so
Right.
it's not genuine.
It's not. Go a little bit further south, though. You can pick it up.
Maybe.
I hear that you can.
We've never did
That was
that ever again.
terrible. I don't know what they're trying to figure out here, folks. I really don't. I just think we're trying to break the record for longest USA Bowl in history, which we are well on track for. There's more conversation now with the near side, talking with North Texas. And it is the old-fashioned hurry up and wait right now with 1:34 to go. We've almost elapsed enough time to count this at halftime.
I think you've got to play the song for them, Matt.
What song is that?
Wonderful Jeopardy song.
Oh, yeah, I would have to. Sorry, folks. There you go. And I think they're. Oh, it's a sideline warning. All of that for a sideline warning to North Texas. Wow. That's incredible. It's, wow. There's less delays with NFL games than TV timeouts. Willis will throw, end zone, touchdown, Stampede. A 12-yard touchdown, pass and catch. And guess who it is again? Dwayne Guyton Jr. connects for another touchdown, and it is 26-9. Stampede. Years puts on a show. He has put on a show. Willis pass is completed to Guyton Jr. for the Stampede touchdown. 12-yard pass and catch. North Texas on for the extra point. Going to be a penalty on North Texas because that just goes into delaying this quarter further. I like how we get a 15-minute stoppage for a sideline warning, one play, and then a touchdown so that we get another stoppage and play with 1:24 to go here in the second. Penalty against the Stampede will mark the point after touchdown at the 20. So after the penalty, they'll kick now from the 20. And this one, does it have enough? No, it does not. 1:24 to go in the second quarter. It's North Texas 26, Western PA 9. You are watching the USA Bowl in its entirety.
Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Minute 24 to go. Here in the second quarter of USA Bowl. Top 25 national championship game. Thanks for all of you tuning in and having fun out there in the chat room from what I'm seeing. Just keep it clean. That's all we ask.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean between all fun and games.
Don't need to attack the commentators either.
Or the stream. But
we've been getting it all day.
We have been taking a
beating.
A beating via text. It's cyberbullying is real. It's return here is. Oh wow, that should be extra.
Yep, there you go.
Yep,
Late hit.
Yep, 15 extra.
All kinds of flags coming in on that one.
And we've had all kinds of flags here this second quarter. That was, again, Rafael Hurd on a return and trying to make something happen. Well, he did. He ended up earning a flag. That's going to move this ball up 15 yards. Minute 08 to go. So we're just churning away here. And now we're going to have a conference about the penalty. I don't get, why does it take so long?
I don't know. No words.
Extra point was no good. 26-9 is our score. Conversation continues.
There it is. Yep. It needed the Jeopardy music.
This is just incredible. I think it's how everyone feels. I mean, feel like even the Wildcat fans and Stampede fans have been here a long time waiting for their game to start.
Of course. They were here prior to 7 o'clock waiting for their start time. You got to play the one that you were playing before.
Oh, yeah, a little less conversation. He looks like he's dancing.
Yeah, you got double personal fouls, offset. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So a bunch of offsetting things that literally. Oh no, we're going to get a penalty
up the field
for 5 yards.
Not sure how that adds up.
I am not either. The official looked like he was hand jiving there for a while there.
Stampede bench is loving the music.
After the penalties, first down and 10 for the Wildcats at the 28-yard line. All right, back to pass. Jones going to throw and skip his pass short. Incomplete. Stops the clock with 1:02. So we got 2 seconds off the clock there. That's nice. Sorry, guys. We are at 10:37 Eastern Standard. We went on the air at 10:30 this morning. It has been a long one. I was at the stadium at 8 today.
I didn't get here till 3.
Yeah, right. But I feel like you're starting to feel the.
I am. I'm starting to feel it.
Yeah, right. Second down and 10. I know they will. No one wants to hear us complain, but
That's fine.
you know what? You mute us.
Yeah.
The punt goes deep down the far sideline, incomplete. And that one intended for Prince, who's wearing number 10. That was the intended receiver. Third down and 10. 56 ticks to go before halftime. This is the quarter that will never end.
Yes.
There's the song that will never end. That's what I should play.
That's next. Coming in the third quarter.
Third down and 10 for the Wildcats. Pressure immediately, and the play is blown dead because we have another penalty. We really jinxed that.
Yeah, we jinxed the penalty.
We really did that.
It was a quick resolve. Got that one fairly quickly.
Third down after the penalty. They did resolve that quickly. Shotgun formation for Jones. Sidecar to the left, 4 wide. Back to pass. Going to throw here to the near side. Complete his pass about a yard shy of the sticks, it looks like, on the near sideline. Hauling that pass in is Jamar White. $35 seconds to go. And we're moving here in the quarter. 25 seconds. Rolling to the right, backside, didn't see it on the blind side. He's sacked as Paul Jones. Clock immediately stops because that was a turnover on downs. That was a 4th down play. And now the Stampede really have 17 seconds to add insult to injury, which ironically is going to be about 3 or 4 plays. All are going to be about 4 seconds long for these final 17 seconds. Bunch of chances at the end zone here. Turnover on downs here in the second quarter, 26-9. Boy, if they put one in here.
Despite the history of
the history.
It's going to be a tough one to come back to.
I think it was.
Not saying it can't happen.
I think they were down 27 at one point and came back. So
anything's possible.
It is. And we saw that at the NFL level with Kansas City coming back. No one thought that was going to happen last week. First down and 10. Back to pass. Looking here to the near side. It's a jump ball, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 2-yard line. Giveth and taketh away. The second time tonight that turnovers occur on back-to-back plays. And the Wildcats have the football right back. I have to imagine this is going to be a dive play to end the quarter.
You'd hope. Ball down at the 1 with not much of a run game going for them. They gotta just get out of the end zone.
Right. With 12 seconds to go. The Stampede have had an opportunity to really salt this game away, and they really haven't been able to do enough to do that. They got a 26-9 lead, but is that safe? What does again? This is another thing where it's like, why
Timeout Wildcats.
Wildcats are going to call timeout? Yeah. Coach Arnett's going out to talk with them, so we get another stoppage of play. There was 12 seconds left to go in this second quarter as we near the 11 o'clock hour.
Really? Wow. That was a quick hour.
It was.
First quarter concluded at 9:37.
Is that right?
Yeah.
9:37. So almost, or now over an hour.
An hour
of this second quarter. All right, full house. Everyone's packing in here. First down, and it's a quarterback dive play to just get out. It's going to be a flag, and the Stampede are going to be in the end zone. They say safety. The officials say offsides defense. It won't matter. They're going to buy 5 yards anyway. It's going to be an encroachment call on the defense. And there's more flags.
More flags coming in.
Yeah, there's another one. He
Going
just tested his height. He tested his height on that flag as he threw another one. And now we're going to get another 20-minute conference to figure out all these flags with 6 seconds to go in the half. This is an incredible half of football. I don't know that many of you that have talked for 12 hours, but this is something. This is on my list.
This is the song that never ends. It just goes round and round, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. And we continue singing it forever just because this is the
This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you cannot give Matthew Fargo access to
That's what happens.
music at any sporting event whatsoever.
It's the quarter that never ends.
Once again, Stampede bench loving the music. It's hard to believe what's going on right now.
It really is kind of bizarre.
The director loves it.
It's the quarter that never ends.
There it is.
Did they go down?
Got a QB kneel. and
Oh,
we'll
my
end
goodness.
The first half.
Halftime, finally. 26-9 at the break. North Texas leads Western PA. Going to the locker room, and we're going to take a break. We'll be back. All right. I guess we're back.
Guess so.
That's Dylan Oshika. I'm Matt Fargo. I don't know that I want to give my name up, but I did anyway.
Thanks for throwing me under the bus there.
Oh, you're coming with me if I'm going. There's
The
I'm
two-man
taking
wrecking crew tonight.
I'm taking everybody with me. All right, time for the second half of this one, 26-9. And the Wildcats to give the Stampede, who had the lead, the football back. And the return across the 20, the 25, across the 30 to the 35-yard line. That is where the Stampede feel like they were knocked down, and they try to shake away from it. And whistles blow the play dead at the 36-yard line. That's where Stampede will have the ball first down at 10.
Hoping that the Stampede keep up with the trend of the hurry-up offense.
Yeah, we got to completing passes, though.
Oh,
And
yeah.
is the definitely the key there. First down and 10 for the Stampede. That's a nice carry off the left side. First down and more. Across the 50. Still breaking tackles inside the 45. They're actually going to mark him out at the 49. Said he stepped out of bounds there. But that's going to be a first down for the Stampede.
Stampede will run to the left side, picks up a first down. First down and 10 for North Texas at the 49-yard line.
Rolling out here to the near side. Willis trying to flip it off into the flat. Couldn't do it. Just off the fingertips. Incomplete. Michael Clayton, the intended receiver. Second down and 10 from the 49-yard line. We are a minute into this third quarter.
Not a lot of energy coming from either fan bases out here.
No, I could imagine that everyone's kind of beat up. Looks like the Wildcats jumped off side. It's going to be a free play, and they're going to let it fly down the far side, and it's going to be incomplete at the 5-yard line. Thought he might have been able to make that catch, but no, it'll be an encroachment penalty on the Wildcats and move them up 5 yards closer. Make it 2nd and 5 in Wildcat territory.
Pass is incomplete. Penalties encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty. So second down at the 46.
Active pass. Going to throw it. Complete. Nope, not complete his pass. Incomplete. Popped out. Nice defensive play there on the far sideline. Wildcats, DeAndre Connor on the coverage.
So second down at the 46. So second down at the
Third down for the Stampede. They will roll it in near side. Throw. Middle of the field. It's caught for a first down, and it'll stretch forward to the 30-yard line. Nice reception there. That was 83. Lenny Williams.
Been pretty consistent finding that receiver up the middle whenever he rolls out of the pocket. Some big
First.
gains.
Yeah, it picked apart the middle of the field and both running and passing. This time it's a run, and it's a 12-yard pickup for the Stampede. Move it to the 20-yard line. They're going to give them 11 yards on that run.
First and 10, Stampede at the 19.
Swing it out here into the flat. It's completed to the near side. Broke a tackle. Got the 10. Got the 5. And he stretches to the 2, maybe the 3. And it's down at the 3-yard line. Stampede has some athletes, and they're fun to watch. Devon Sneed, a.k.a. Dougie. I'm just reading what it says.
Teach me how to.
Sneed?
Yep.
Okay. Don't know what the kids are saying. Looks like there's a down Wildcat on the near sideline, so Wildcat's out. Have to figure we've dropped quite a bit in temperature. Since we got going. It was a really nice day out.
65 out right now.
Dropped to 65. It's 39 in Pittsburgh, so just guess we're winning somehow. So that injury, Wildcats walking them off. 12:25 to go in the third. 26-9. Stampede maybe figuring out a way to put this one in dire jeopardy for the Wildcats. If they can convert this touchdown here, they're going to be in trouble. Willis from the gun. Back to pass. Will throw into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, Stampede. Handshakes all around as young Edsel makes the reception from Willis.
Willis touchdown pass is completed to Edsel for the Stampede touchdown. North Texas on for the 2-point try.
So 2-point conversion attempt. Going to pick where they want it. Looks like they want it on the far side. Willis gets the snap, looks to his right, will throw that way, and it's a one-handed intercepted in the end zone, and it will be lateraled back here to the near sideline, and they're going to try to return this, and they will not. It's a great hit here on the near side. But damage already done. Stampede rolling 32-9. They lead with 12:03 in the third. Does Western PA have another comeback in them, or will the Stampede trample over the Wildcats in the second half? Those answers and so many more to be answered here on our broadcast of the USA Bowl.
12:03 to play in the third. Our score, the North Texas Stampede 32, Western PA Wildcats 9.
And the Stampede to kick it away. They're going to try to kick it away from, oh man, blown dead. And this is not a dead ball foul. Offsides on a kickoff in the NFL is not a dead ball foul. It is a foul that can be thrown. You can let the kick go out, and then you can let the kicking team whether decline or accept it to re-kick or not. But they've blown this dead a couple times, and the official is going to wave that we re-kick, I assume. Yeah. It's going to be a five. I believe that's a high school rule. We're in modified rules here.
American football rules, it says right up there. Right?
You mean rules, like it rules, like it's cool.
We're like all Americans. We're all Americans.
And we rule.
And we
Kicks away, fielded from the 14-yard line, and looking for some room across the 30 and just lowers his shoulder.
Getting chippy again.
Yep, a little pushing and shoving is it's 32-9. Wildcats know that they're, and here come the flags. Here they come. And some pushing and shoving of teammates trying to get some guys back. And this is typically what happens at this point. 12 minutes to go here in the third. And we're going to get something sorted out here by the officials once again. This is still not ending. Officials still having to separate players.
Where's his jersey at? Why doesn't this guy have a jersey on?
The conversation continues. There's been too much of it.
The saga continues.
Oh, it's been like this many of the games, and this has by far been the worst. As our marathon officially over 12 hours long here today. $11:47 to go in the third quarter. And we're still sorting out these penalties. Stampede's moving back. Unsportsmanlike on the Stampede. It looked like there was 2 unsportsmanlike conduct calls on the Stampede. So back-to-back 15-yard penalties is going to make it a 30-yard penalty. And the Wildcats are going to get the football at the 35-yard line.
That'll definitely help the Wildcats' cause.
You'd figure. So Jones from the shotgun, and now what? Officials are talking with the far side right now.
Lots of talking tonight.
Oh, this is just... Got to pitch it to the right side. Wildcats. Mike Lanier getting the carry off the right side and going to pick up a nice chunk of yards on first down.
Lanier, the ball carry off the right side, picks up 6 on first down.
It looks like, I don't know if, do we have an injured player on the far Wildcat side? Yeah, it looked like someone was down. Most of the Stampede are on that far Wildcat sideline trying to help their player up. Obviously don't want to see anyone go down this level of football, any level of football, but certainly this one. Guys got full-time jobs to get back to, families to get back to. I think we got this sorted out. Yeah. Second down and 4 after the pickup of 6. Shotgun. Jones back to pass. Double clutches. Throws over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Very close to an interception there.
Would have been his 4th of the ball game. Instead, it's 3rd down and 4.
Judge pass ball is incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 4 from the 30.
Third down and 4 from the 30. Man in motion left to right. Back to pass. Pressure comes, and Jones is sacked back at the 40-yard line. A host of Stampede players in on that sack at the 40-yard line. And it is back for a loss of 4. Be 4th and 14.
They've had no trouble getting through that offensive line tonight.
They have not. Great job at all levels today. North Texas has done a fantastic job. The secondary has been fantastic. And both the defensive line and linebacking core has really caused Paul Jones to have no time to throw the football. We've seen what he can do when he has time. But they have not allowed him to have much time.
Able to consistently apply that pressure and just give him no time in the pocket whatsoever. That with the addition of cutting off the run game and not giving them very many options.
So I don't know what this is. It just seems like the changes of possessions and the whatever it is, it just seems very long. I don't think anyone called a timeout there. Cariotis to punt. Punts away. Going to roll out of bounds. And North Texas will take over first down and 10 from the 20. Oh, doing a little cha-cha slide over there is the official to the 20. Is where they'll mark it. And the Stampede back to work.
Ball is marked out of bounds at the 20-yard line where North Texas has it first down and 10.
We are approaching 11:30 here in Daytona Beach. Almost ready for day 2 of USA Bowl.
Closing in on it. Closing in on it.
Shotgun, sidecar to the left. Low snap handled. Is able to just let it fly down the sideline. This is going to be hit him in the hands incomplete. That should have been an interception for sure for the Wildcats, but Wildcats should have had that one. That was like playing center field out there. But there was an encroachment penalty on the defense anyway. Terry Sullivan is taking a knee to 10-yard line. I think he's having a conversation with the official. Wonder if we're talking about time yet. 8:41, 32-9.
Not even halfway through the third quarter, and we are 2.5 hours into this game.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
It's a tough pill to swallow right there.
I don't know what we're sorting out here. Second down and 5 after the encroachment penalty, and we are ready to go once again. A little double clutch, then he's going to put the ball down the near sideline, and he couldn't tip it to himself, incomplete. And that kid is fun to watch. And Dwayne Guyton Jr., Ears, as they call him on the chat. Second down. No, it's second down and 5, right? From the 25-yard line. Flag immediately thrown as running back going to carry Wildcat blockers and tacklers with him for a big gain. But I think this one's coming back, and it is. It's a holding call. And Dylan, I think we're at the point where, like every other call, every other play, there's been a flag.
We're close.
I mean,
we're really close.
Back to the 15 after the holding penalty. And the head official is still talking to Terry on this near sideline. I don't know what they're discussing, but back to pass. Pressure comes, rolling out to the near side. There's another flag, guys. Completed, breaking some tackles. Going to lower his shoulder and get to over the 26 to the 27-yard line, but hold the phone. There's more yellow laundry out there. Yeah. Is that Terry Sullivan is walking
on the field at the moment.
Onto the field. And who knows what's going on right now? We have 8:20 to go in this third quarter, folks. There is an eternity left in this game. I think that we've had more time waiting for the play to happen than actually calling the play
at this point. Actual play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fair?
Fair.
I don't know what the conversation is right now either.
We've got multiple people on the field now.
Yeah, it looks like
coaches from both teams, as well as the director, Terry himself.
Yep. This has just been an interesting.
Makes you wonder what type of conclusion they're coming to out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, is this a series of are we running out of time for the rent of the facility? Would be a question. Was this contract only good for today, which is a half an hour away from being over?
I think we're close to stripping the pads and helmets and just going two-hand touch, no penalties.
Or at least running this clock
But obviously, if you're the Wildcats, you don't want that to happen. You want every chance.
All right. Well, we're back to action. So.
All right. What in the world could that have been about?
Couldn't tell you.
Well, we've been averaging about a play every 15 minutes to this point. It's a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, personal foul against the Wildcats, and it's offsetting, but Stampede are moving back.
It was an offsides on the offense and then offsetting personal fouls.
There you go. So, 2nd and 15. Nope.
That's some math right there.
It's going to be 2nd and 20. And that's where we're going to resume. Willis gets the snap, rolls, throws it on the Fatsa behind his intended receiver coming out of the backfield, incomplete. Be 3rd down and 20, back at that 10-yard line. If the Wildcats want any chance at getting in here, they need a hold. Try to get good field position here and try to slowly work their way back into that game. Good news, clock has not been running very quickly with a lot of penalties and a lot of delays here. Third down and 20 from the 10. Willis from the gun. Trips here to the near side. Back to pass. Pressured. Throwing near side, and it's incomplete. Around the 25-yard line. Trying to find Devon Sneed. Thanks for hanging out with us all night and soon to be all morning. I think the North Texas fans are enjoying this one to this point, but the Wildcat fans still having faith and hope in their team here in the 3rd. This is a big swing in momentum here. I feel like this possession can really dictate how the rest of this game is going to play out. As the Stampede to punt from their own end zone. And they get it away, but it's not a very deep kick. It's going to be pretty high and tall, and then going to be fielded at the 42, make a man miss, and be down at the 39-yard line. Great field position for the Wildcats, but can they do something with it? That's the question.
At the rate of this game, I don't think the momentum's really in anybody's favor. So,
no, it's
regardless
it's
of the score, I feel like anybody can take away this one tonight.
Wildcats take over 1st down and 10 from the 38.
If you are joining us late, we been here, done all 4 games starting back this morning at 11 o'clock this morning when we kicked off. Wildcats trying to get back in it, trail 32-9 with 7:56 to go in this 3rd quarter. Back to pass. New quarterback is in. Throwing over the middle. It's tipped, nearly intercepted, and incomplete. Who was that? Quarterback. looks like that is Raphael Hurd in at quarterback. So he's doing Mr. Do-It-All. Second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Step up into the pocket, ball's on the floor, and it's jumped on by the North Texas Stampede. They have the football.
We do have a flag on the field.
Yeah, we'll check that flag. Penalties declined. The penalty was on the Wildcats. It's North Texas Stampede football. And going back to what I just said, this drive doing a lot on how the complexion of the rest of this game could play out. Well, Wildcats, the turnover bug, they caught it down here in Florida. And North Texas has enjoyed the benefits of it. They'll get first down at 10 from the 46-yard line.
Fumble the play recovered by the Stampede. First and 10, North Texas.
First down and 10 for the Stampede. Shotgun for Willis. Trips here to the near side right. Ball's bobbled, but handled by the running back. Spins out of one tackle and moves ahead. 2, carries another blocker ahead for 4. Ball came loose. Ball popped loose. Western PA says they have it. And do they? Officials make a decision. Officials still haven't made a decision. I think no decision is a decision.
There's no problem if you don't address the problem. Give him the ball.
Wildcat football.
Give it to the Wildcats.
All right. And yet again, this storyline of going back and forth between turnovers, both teams not being able to capitalize on the other team's turnovers much tonight. .642 in the third quarter. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. And they're going to go and stick with Hurd as the quarterback. He'll go back to pass. Immediately decide to run with it. Avoid one, come all the way back, turn around, post up at the 41-yard line, see nothing there, roll all the way to the far sideline, put the ball up, down the field. It's intercepted at the 21-yard line and run out of bounds. Giveth, taketh away, giveth again.
Taketh away.
Taketh away again. Back and forth we go. The ping pong match of turnovers. I feel like I'm at a bakery with all these turnovers, Dylan.
I'm not going to justify that.
Okay, all right. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
It's late.
It is.
It's been on the air for a while.
Probably been muted by everybody. But
there's no question. If you are listening to us, first of all, if there's anyone that has watched all 4 of these games,
medal immediately. They deserve a medal.
Medal or incarcerated, one of the two. Institutionalized, maybe. Because I would be. I think I'm headed that way at this point.
Yeah. Gonna have to keep close wraps on you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
That was not Paul Jones, by the way. That was Raphael Hurd who threw that interception, not the right quarterback. Oh, this one's loose again, and this time, you've got to be kidding me. Wildcats say they have it.
There's no way.
They have the football. Wildcats come out with it. No
What's the
no
official call?
confirmation from the official.
There it is.
There it is,
ball.
Wildcat football. You've got to be joking.
That's 5 consecutive turnovers now?
This is just incredible. Wow. .607 to play on the third, and we can't run consecutive plays to get this clock moving.
The problem is we finally got the penalty bug out. And now we got
Yeah,
the
we have a turnover
bug.
bug. Right. This is unlike any game I've seen before, and I've seen a lot of them.
I will never forget
especially at this level. Seen a lot of them. This one's special. Paul Jones is back in at quarterback. Little pump fake. He's going to throw it into the back of the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Jones searching in the back of the end zone there for Thornton.
I don't think I should be allowed in the booth ever again.
Second down at 10 from the 22-yard line. No offense has proven that they want to keep the football for more than 3 plays here in this third quarter.
Or the clock running.
Right.
For that fact.
5:56 here in the third as we inch along. Jones throwing, caught inside the 10. They're going to roll incomplete. No, the official comes in and rolls completed pass. First down, Wildcats. Down at the 6-yard line, but we're going to get a stoppage in play because one of the Wildcats is down, the guy who made the reception. And the training staff to tend to him. We'll step aside while they do that here. USA Bowl National Championship 32-9, and he gets up, he's fine. So we're not going to step away. No chance to catch our breath. If you know a cell phone provider that can stream 4 games for the duration of over 12 hours, please let me know.
In the worst cell spot in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Okay. All right. Just checking. Bringing it to you the best we can. So those of you that are just tuning in, stadium Wi-Fi has been out all day. And we're doing the best we can with what we have. Timeout, Western PA. A chance for us to catch our breath. 32-9 with 5:16 to go in the third. USA Bowl chugs along. That was fast after that timeout. Now the referee's going to have a conference during. .5:16 left in the third quarter. Back to pass. They're going to throw it over the middle, and it's completed for the touchdown. Touchdown, Wildcats. Back on the board. Western PA. As Jones hooks up with Bruce Thornton.
Jones pass is completed. 11. Bruce Thornton for the Wildcats touchdown. Wildcats elect to go for the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion coming.
Seen an awful lot of these today.
Motion man right to left. Jones from the gun. Trips here to the near side. Jones gets the snap quickly out of his hands. It's a jump ball, and it's going to be incomplete. Conversion will fail with 5:09, 32-15 our score.
5:09 to play in the third, and our score, North Texas 32, Western PA 15.
Here we go. Back here in Daytona Beach, Florida. As the Wildcats send it back the way of the Stampede. It bounces at the 20-yard line and makes a man miss. 30, 35 near side, 40, 45. Got a block in over the 50. Finally dragged down as the Stampede have great field position inside the Wildcat territory with just under 5 minutes to go here in the third. 4:55. First down and 10 from the 50. Willits from the gun, back to pass. We'll throw over the middle and almost intercepted. Close, you said. Almost. Yeah. Almost picked. Curious on what the record is for the longest game in history. Like a Guinness.
I imagine we're
Guinness.
not even close.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Well, I guess not. When did we kick this one off?
9.
9. Okay. Yeah, we're not. I feel like it's probably 5 or 6
I'd
hours
imagine,
at the minimum.
Yeah. We might be close to most stoppages in play, though.
That could be true. Handoff here to the right side, knocked out of bounds. Good containment by the Wildcats. And there's a flag down, and it's a holding call against North Texas. That will march him back. Holding against North Texas. 10 yards back. 4:38 to go here in the third. What the hell were you talking to them about? Who? Oh, why? They getting chippy? Oh, okay.
Just play football or we can walk off the field.
Throw here to the near side. It's completed and weaved his way through defenders. That was a big play on second down and long after that holding call to pick up a huge chunk of those yards back.
Willis completes his pass after the holding call. Will set up the Stampede with a third down and 3 from the 44.
Big 3rd down and 3 from the 44. Willis back to pass. Pressure comes. Throws over. Skips his pass short. It is 4th down. And there are no flags on the play. And now decision time for the Stampede on 4th down and short.
Looks like they may be going for it.
I think you need to in this sense. You punt the football, Wildcats take this back down. Uh-oh.
Still a lot of game to play.
Right. 3:39 here in the 3rd. Big 4th down play here. Willis trips to the far side left. High snap, pulls it down with one hand, and there's a flag. And clapping indicates that it's a false start on the Stampede. Fourth and 9 now from the 49. This is a lot more interesting. Willis, pressure. Down he goes. Sacked. Wildcat football in North Texas territory here in the 3rd. The Wildcats trying to spark another comeback. They get the football at the 44-yard line. Wildcats have the football, Dylan. This has turned the tide here.
I believe that's the momentum shift that you were talking about that was going to come here in the 3rd quarter. Despite the stoppage of time and all the penalties and everything that we've gone through in this game, the Wildcats holding their own.
Well, I think it's a mental fortitude at this point. You waited so long to play this game. Now this game's taking long. You got down, so do you have the mental fortitude to get through it? Here's Jones, shotgun. Going to throw it long and skip his pass short. There comes a pass interference call. And there it is. Jones, I think that ball was not catchable. I don't think there was definitely contact by the defender, but I don't think that ball was catchable, Dylan. Did you?
I don't think so. I think it was too far over.
Or did they defensive holding? Called defensive holding, put the ball at the 20? That doesn't seem right. It's 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats at the 20-yard line. That would be where the interference would have been called. Jones, under pressure, throws into the hands. It's picked off at the 15-yard line. And they're saying he was down at the 15. So that's all for naught. Paul Jones is down for the Wildcats. That's his 4th interception of the game. And Jones is hurt. Jones helped up. And this doesn't look good for him.
Hate to see it. Obviously hope that it's nothing too severe.
Looks like he's walking. That's good to see. Meanwhile, North Texas gets the ball right back. Wildcats defense did everything they needed to set the offense up and a chance to fight their way back into this one. $17-point game.
It'll definitely be an interesting defensive stat line at the end of this one.
Handoff right up the middle, and Wildcats are there immediately. Going to lose a couple. Back to the 11. Seems like Wildcats out without some of their guys that were in the last game. Haven't seen Russell Shell, running back who played at WVU. Handful of other guys. Rolling here to the near side, throwing, intercepted at the 25-yard line. Makes a move at the 20, 15, to the 10, to the 5, breaks the tackle, and he's down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Wildcats. You've got to be kidding. Seen it all tonight. A baker's dozen of turnovers. It's the 12th turnover between the two teams tonight.
And we have 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
This is just... I don't know that I've seen anything like... Everything that we saw in this game, in just this game. The stoppages, the turnovers, the penalties.
If it's not one thing, it's another.
Right.
I can guarantee you one thing. I will never forget this game of football.
This is just one of those games that just... You can't forget it because it doesn't seem like it's ever going to end. It is... 1st and goal, rolling to the right side, thinking about it. Now he's going to just keep it, try to get to the pylon, and he does for the touchdown. Western PA. Darius Prince is into the end zone, and the Wildcats storming back. And it made this thing interesting. Now a 2-score game with 1:51 to go. In the third quarter, these Cats, they have more than 9 lives as they're going to try to go for the 2-point conversion coming up here.
Prince is into the end zone for the Western PA Wildcats touchdown. Wildcats elect to go for the 2-point conversion.
Two-point conversion. Handoff into the end zone. Bynum. 2-point conversion good.
Bynum is into the end zone for the 2-point conversion with 1:51 in the third. Our score, North Texas 32, Western PA 23.
All right, so 32-23. Wildcats have made this a ball game again. And the Stampede will get the football at the 32-yard line, but who knows when's the next turnover going to show up? When we don't know what's going to happen. You got to stick around and find out.
All I got to say is happy Sunday, Matt.
Happy Sunday to you. You know, Chick-fil-A is now closed.
That's upsetting. Everywhere is closed right about now.
Yeah, they've been closed for a minute. 23. All right. Well, the McGregor fight's about to begin.
Oh, wow.
So, give you live updates on that. Little play action. Then he just dumps it into the backfield. It's loose. It'll run out of bounds with it. What in the world? What in the world was he thinking? I think that's an honest question. What possessed him to just do that? (32-23) our score. There's a minute 10 to go. Clock winding here with coming up on a minute to go. It's second down and forever from that 21-yard line. They'll throw far side. Got his man at the 32. Makes a man miss at the 30 as he cut back and makes it up to the 34-yard line. So picks up all that lost yardage on that backwards lateral. And it will be now third down and 8 from the 34-yard line. Shotgun on 3rd and 8. Willis gets the snap. Pressure comes immediate. Got to step up into the pocket. He takes off, and he gets chased down from behind. He'll only get 2, maybe 3. It will be 4th down for North Texas as they've once again not been able to get a first down. And the offense for North Texas has sputtered here in the third quarter. And it's going to take us to the 4th. 32-23, anyone's game going into the final quarter of the USA Bowl. Good morning to you from Daytona Beach. We continue with the fourth quarter of this one. Fourth down to start the fourth quarter, where the punt unit is out for North Texas. They'll punt the football away. Maybe. Well, they got the punt unit out there, but on 4th and 4, you never know what they'll try to run here. Punt is away and struggled to get that one off, but did. It bounces, takes a roll, takes a Stampede roll to the 25-yard line. So Wildcats have their work cut out for them
haven't really been able to orchestrate a drive. It was the defense that set them up for that touchdown in great field position to get it at the 2-yard line. I hope you can score. But Wildcat offense knows that they need 2 scores here, and now in the fourth quarter, you don't want to waste opportunities.
Got to march down the field fast, and haven't been really able to get too much rolling from a full field standpoint. Been pretty much relying on their defense to give them good field position.
So the Wildcats back to work offensively. They trail 32-23. Taking a while to break the huddle here. Start this series. They break it. Looks like Prince is lined up at quarterback. Remember, he was the one who ran it in for that touchdown. Man in motion. And they're going to get a false start penalty. One of the offensive linemen moved for Western PA. They call encroachment on that. They did. They called offsides on North Texas, so 5 yards closer for Western PA. Seems to be getting all the breaks right now. 1st and 5 from the 30-yard line. Prince sends a man in motion. That's Hurd. And instead puts it into the stomach of Bynum, who's stacked up. He's going to lose 2 yards on that carry. And a flag's going to be thrown. And the helmet of Bynum came off. So this could easily be face mask. But the penalty stops the clock. 14:33 to play. 14:33. And it is that personal foul face mask penalty against the Stampede. It's going to be an automatic first down for the Wildcats. So without Western PA executing a positive play on this drive, they have now marched 20 yards forward to the 42-yard line, courtesy of North Texas penalties. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation for Prince. He'll get the snap. Look to the near side. Screen pass is set up, completed. Split 2 defenders, and there's a flag down. And guess what? It's going to be on the Wildcats, as we just can't buy a play without a penalty right now. As they dumped it off to Raphael Hurd, and he had some nice running room there, but the receiver in front of him, Kendall Robinson, is going to get called for this hold. Clock's going to wind at 13:56. The ball is going to be placed at the 40. They put the ball at the 40, but the sticks aren't there. There we go. Pistol formation for Prince. Option play. Flip it out to Bynum, and he's going to be tracked out of the backfield. Nice play defensively. Back at the 39-yard line. It will be second down and long there. 13 minutes to go. The clock winds here in the fourth. Second down. 14. From the 39. Prince from the gun. 2 sidecars to each side. He'll get the snap. Back to pass. Prince, pressure, fields it. Steps up into the pocket. Avoids one of his offensive linemen. Takes off down the far sideline before he's chased out of bounds. Able to stop the clock and pick up some of that lost yardage. Going to bring up a pretty critical fourth down from that 45-yard line. Should be fourth.
Doesn't look so.
Didn't think he flipped it. All right, third. We'll run with that. We'll run with what the sticks have. Third down and from the 45. 3rd and 8. High snap, back to pass. Pulled down, throwing over the middle, and it is caught. Pulling in the pass is Raphael Hurd. Turtle makes the catch at the 22-yard line. It is a first down for the Wildcats.
Joe's pass is completed to Hurd for Western PA Wildcats. First down. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the 23-yard line.
I feel like it's safe to say that's their biggest offensive gain of the day.
First down and 10 for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation, trips out to the far side, and we have a timeout taken. North Texas takes a timeout. Hour number 13 coming up for us. Went on the air at 10:30 this morning. So don't ask me what my name is. I'm not sure right now. 32-23 our score. We are into Sunday now, bringing you all these games of the USA Bowl. West Virginia won what seems like a day ago, and I guess it is. Yesterday, West Virginia won. The West Virginia Storm beat the Silverbacks in overtime. That really set the ball in motion for everything else to be late. That game ran late, about an hour and a half, and then Marion County and Texas Apaches were in a close fight for a while there, and Marion County pulls it out. And the Kansas City Bulldogs beat the Cincinnati Chiefs. And now here we are in a 32-23 game with North Texas and the Wildcats of Western PA.
Going on 3.5 hours.
Yeah, this one kicked off after 9 o'clock Eastern time. First down, I think they got the defense to jump, and they did. We'll check, see if it wasn't a false start, but it was a false start on Western PA. Man, when we think that it's one, it's the other. .10:35 of the fourth. 32-23. Minute or 10 minutes and 35 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. First down from the 28-yard line after the offsides call as North Texas shows blitz. Back to pass. Prince throws over the middle and throws his pass behind one and in front of another, incomplete. Had two receivers crossing in the area. Be second down. You're not allowed to do that here. No yawning.
No promises.
Back to pass. Prince in trouble. Rolling all the way to the near side. Going to dump it off into the flat. Here to the near side. And it's caught once again by Raphael Hurd. And Hurd is down to the 24-yard line. So picked up a lot of that lost yards. It'll be third down and 11 for the Wildcats with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They trail 32-23. Don't need to, use the sidelines to this point, but you do need to have that sense of urgency that we were talking about earlier.
Just a little bit of maybe a hurry-up offense. Just try and catch the defense a little off guard, or at least just in a little bit of a slump.
Yeah, because you have to imagine they've been out there for a long time here in the second half.
I imagine it's very mentally taxing to stay on top of every play down there.
I don't know what that's like. Back to pass. Prince spins out of danger at the 35. Going to step up and take off with it. Prince broken tackle 25-15 and falls down. The turf monster caught him as he fell down inside the 10. It's a first down for the Western PA Wildcats. Spinning out of that one, Darius Prince.
Prince on the keeper, scrambles for a Wildcats first down. First and 10 Western PA, first and goal Western PA at the 8.
So it's first down and goal for the Wildcats. He's been a nice little spark plug. Wildcats without their deep threat arm in Paul Jones, and now it's been Darius Prince running all over the place. Back to pass. Prince, a little pump fake. Pressure immediately. He's under pressure, under duress, and he's sacked back at the 19-yard line. And this time, North Texas did a great job bringing guys from all angles. He had nowhere to go.
Looks like we have an injury down on the field.
Is that him? Or is it a...
Looks like a Stampede player.
But some Wildcats taking a knee as the North Texas players helped off the field. 32-23 is our score. 8:13 to play in regulation. Be second and goal from the 19-yard line. Second down. And 19. Back to pass.
Going to put the ball up into the end zone. He had a wide open receiver, but he finds one anyway. Back to the football. Touchdown, Wildcats. It's Jamar White makes the catch. And here come the Wildcats.
Just keeping with that trend of making second half comebacks like they did back in their regular season in their hometown playoffs.
This is just remarkable.
Looks like they'll be going for the extra point here.
Does look that way.
Oh.
Cut it to a 2-point game. Incredible, incredible comeback. Not yet complete, but they've battled all the way back to make it a 2-point game with still 7:55 to go in the fourth quarter. And we've been talking about it all game long of how this team is prone to do what they just did. They will go for 2. So it's a 3-point game. They figure might as well make it a 1-point game if they can convert. Brent's going to hand it off. Will throw, and it's too tall. He had a wide open receiver there for the 2-point conversion, but he missed it. 7:55 to play in the fourth. We got ourselves a ball game. 32-29. Stick around. Well, they did it again, 32-29. It's a 3-point game. For the fourth consecutive game in a row, the Wildcats have come down 20 or more points and have come back. Obviously, they have not completed the comeback tonight, but they've battled back down 20 to make it a 1-score game yet again. Really something, especially at this level where I feel like when you get down 3 scores, very easy to just mail it in. You know what? I mean, we saw it in an earlier game. Guys were like packing up and headed to the locker room when
taking the pads off and leaving before the game was even completely over.
And you got to give.
Seeing that from Western PA, sticking to it to the end, no matter how long this game's running.
There's a little bit of a, that Steel City vibe to it that doesn't go away. A little bit of a Pittsburgh resolve there.
They got the heart.
But North Texas has the lead. And they're going to try to get something going on offense. Back to pass, throwing the screenplay here to the near side. It's completed. Broke one tackle, broke another, has a first down. As Willis completed his pass out into the flat, and then he cut it back up towards the hash marks, and that's where he's brought down to the midfield stripe.
Willis completes his pass for a Stampede first down. First and 10 for the Stampede at the 50.
Pressure comes, and a lot of pressure. He keeps using the circle button to spin out of danger. Then he throws one long, and it's too short for the only receiver in the area.
Was a free play. I believe that was offsides by the defense.
Yep, you're right. Encroachment penalty on Western PA. 7:03 to play.
First and 5 after the penalty for the Stampede. Have a 3-point advantage. Handoff, right side, through a lane, and there's another flag as he's going to break a tackle and try to cut back at the 30-yard line. I think this one's going to come back in the area of holding. And it is holding on North Texas. You know, I don't think that these flags have gone one way or the other, but they've just been inconvenient for both sides.
They're not favoring a side, but they're there.
I mean, I think another part to this is the attrition of that's why you're seeing a lot of penalties, a lot of holding. Both lines have to be totally gassed at this point. So that's where you see a lot more holding calls and things of that nature.
The patience really isn't there as much. Might be getting a little sloppy on both ends. Fan bases are definitely getting back into this game.
For sure. Throwing near side, caught. Trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage. He's going to be a yard better than that as he broke a tackle. So Willis able to move that ball up to the 49-yard line of Western PA where it will be 2nd down and 9. Clock churns, and the clock is the friend of North Texas right now with a 3-point advantage. But they know they can't chew it all up. Going to have to do something here. Trips to the far side right. Willis gets the snap. Back to pass. Pressure immediately. And he's sacked on the play. Back at the 49-yard line. Loses 2. 3rd down and 11 upcoming. .5:35 and the clock winds. It's 3rd and 11. Rolling to the right. Pressure immediately. Throws over to the middle of the field. Nobody home. Incomplete. 4th down.
Big 4th down conversion coming up here.
What do? You punt the football, try to pin Western PA deep.
Looks like that's what
Kerry Otis is pretty good field goal kicker. Could tie the game. Could tie the game. And where would that send us to, Dylan?
That would send us to lovely overtime.
It would only be poetic justice if this game went to overtime.
It's only what's fair, apparently.
Western PA wants to get into this one. Punt unit out for North Texas. Nice punt that's going to roll, bounce, take another bounce, then be picked up dangerously, and then it'll fall forward to the 14-yard line. So Western PA has their work cut out for them. But would it be a play without a flag at this point? No. Would. Holding. Looks like is the call. North Texas. What? I don't know what that signal is.
I don't know either.
And
seemed to throw his hand at the sideline. At first, I thought he was signaling for a replay of the 4th down.
Well, I didn't think that we would be on after the McGregor fight.
which lasted 15 seconds.
It did not.
Yes, it did. Well, officially 40 seconds. TKO.
That's
McGregor wins.
I know a lot of people are going to be happy about that one.
Personal foul penalty. That was a personal foul on North Texas? On North Texas. So they'll get it at the 29-yard line. 30. Well, this bout between the Wildcats and the Stampede certainly longer than that fight. the last play was about as long as that fight. .508 to play in regulation. Wildcat football down by 3. Back to work. The Wildcats working with Prince at quarterback. They flipped it back. It's balls on the floor, and it's recovered by North Texas. They have the football. And they tried to flip it back to Raphael Hurd, and he was not expecting it. And North Texas gets the football with 5 minutes to play and great field position in the red zone. Wildcats, if they fall in this game, can certainly circle a ton of unforced errors that are turnovers that allowed the Stampede to take advantage. Goes all the way back to the pick 6 to start this thing, which seems like 4 days ago. 5:01 to play the fourth. 32-29, and the Stampede have the football. Set up the screen to the far side. It's caught, and he's going to take it to the 5 and take it into the end zone for the North Texas Stampede touchdown. Are there no flags? Can we confirm on that?
No flags.
All right. That was to young Edsel for the touchdown.
Well, this pass is completed at Edsel for the North Texas Stampede touchdown. North Texas to go for the 2-point try.
2-point conversion attempt. Willis. Pop pass, too tall. Overshot him, incomplete. Conversion fails with 4:50 to go. 38-29. And USA Bowl in our final game of 2020. Stick around.
Ball taken deep inside the 5-yard line. Here come the Wildcats, weaving their way to the 20. And they'll have the football there, first down at 10. 4:40 to play. Wildcats trying to figure something out here, knowing they need 2 scores in a short amount of time. First down at 10 with 4:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats from their own 20-yard line. Prince from the gun. Sidecar to the right side. Prince gets the snap, hands it off, Bynum off the left tackle, broke a tackle, and will get a yard to the 21-yard line. Prince looking over the middle and skips that pass short, incomplete. Stops the clock with 4:05. I remember when there was 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. We still had about 45 minutes left to game of real time. Third down and 9. Prince sends a man in motion right to left. Gets the snap, rolls here to the near side, immediately pressured, was able to avoid it. Now he steps up, lets it fly down the middle of the field. He caught it, and it's a first down for the Wildcats. Moving the sticks again. Jamar White won't go away for Western PA, and it is a first down for Western PA. Is there a flag, however? There is. Flag is down. Way back at the 17-yard line. Western PA still hanging out around where White caught the football. So they think it's on North Texas. Looks like it is because everybody's walking up this way. And see the signal there from the official. This is going to get tacked on. This is going to be a personal foul, late hit on North Texas. That's going to move Western PA up all the way to the 28-yard line. How about this? So it's first down at 10 for the 28. Unbelievable. Back to pass. Prince knows he needs a quick score. Throw over the middle. Caught at the 15-yard line. Makes one man miss. Trying to make another. Weaving his way forward. And it's a first down for the Wildcats. Hook it up with Kendall Robinson this time. That's a first down for the Wildcats. Move the sticks. And they have it first down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Click through the line. 3:10 to play in regulation. Going to hand it off right up the middle. Bynum maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage no further. Second down and goal upcoming. Back to pass. No, they give it off to Bynum again, and he's stacked up. Going to be third down. And that pass falls incomplete. Pressure immediately on Prince. It's going to be fourth down for the Wildcats. And it looks like they're going to try a field goal to cut this down. Cut this down to one score. Cariotis for the kick. That will be out here. It's partially blocked, the 32-yard field goal partially blocked, and they're going to return it all the way for a touchdown. And the North Texas Stampede put their stamp on this ball game. The Stampede, with no flags on the field, look like they're going to get out of here with the championship.
North Texas Stampede take the block field goal all the way back for the North Texas touchdown.
No flags. Wildcats know that this one is now insurmountable with 1:54 to go. Do you feel like it's over? You don't. You no words either. Looks like it. Looks like they're going to go for two. Minute 54 to go. They're going to go for two. 44-29 is the score as it sits right now. If the Wildcats are still arguing with the officials right now, and this is what has been a struggle all game, all day, it should not take this long to get the extra point out here. There's no flags. There's no conversation. If there is a conversation, there needs to be a flag thrown, because this is just crazy that it's taking this long all game long. Absolutely bizarre. Finally, we are ready for play for the 2-point conversion. And it's just going to be Willis, and then he'll flip it out, and he flipped it to the Wildcats, and there's going to be a flag down, naturally. And the Wildcats still haven't officially been ruled down. They're finally down at the 15-yard line. So they're going to replay this 2-point conversion.
Wildcats only have 10 guys on the field.
Going to be a timeout, Wildcats, before we replay this 2-point conversion? Oh, brother.
Just got ejected.
He did.
Yep.
Ern got ejected. Wildcats coach just got ejected. What do I need to do to be ejected at this point? Am I allowed to be ejected? Can we clean up?
I don't understand why there's a discussion right now.
This is an hour 17 for me here today. So that's I feel like I did a marathon, one of those marathons you watch on TV. I feel like that's what I did today. Yeah, telethon, marathon. Yeah. That's definitely. I never ran a marathon, believe that or not. I know that comes as a surprise to you. 44-29. We have taken forever to do this 2-point conversion as we near the 1 o'clock hour. This has just been incredible in so many ways. And the 2-point conversion finally happens, and it's good. Conversion's good. 46-29, a minute 54 to go. Well, we're back. I'm back. 46-29. Many have fallen throughout today, and the Wildcats just don't want to go away. Nice return. Wildcats going to get going here with 1:41 to go. And all of these games will be in the books. West Virginia, Marion County, Kansas City, all winners. Looks like North Texas will be added to it. I'm glad I booked my flight for 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Or this would be pretty tough to get up for an early flight. And a lot of these guys have early flights tomorrow that flew. And it looks like Wildcats have Raphael Hurd throwing a quarterback, completing to Jamar White. As Hurd rolling all the way around, throwing got his man at the 19, at the 15, at the 10-5. Touchdown Wildcats, but there's a flag. This is incredible. I'm out of words. You know they have step count, a step counter. I wanted a word counter today. How many words were spoken today in the last yeah. No, I think this is going to be the 2-point conversion. It's good. Touchdown stands, penalty declined. Wildcats quickly score with 1:13. Throwing the fade route to the end zone. No, incomplete. Minute 13 to go. Fourth quarter. 46-35. They go for the onside kick, and the Stampede have the football. So we can all only hope that rushing plays come next. Stampede still in the pistol formation now. He'll run it to the right side. Chase down. Timeout. Western PA going to call a timeout here. With 1:03 to go. Down by 2 scores. Yeah, some tempers flaring on the sideline. Second down. The run play blown up in the backfield. Will they call another timeout? Yes, they will. Oh, it's a false start penalty. Well, North Texas is not going to get much time to celebrate in any business tonight. They close in an hour. So hopefully the champagne's already been bought. (46-35), 48 seconds to go. And now the official's trying to convert a new time up here. This is one of the worst officiating crews I've ever seen in any level of football. This is just it's nonsense. And I'm not saying from a call standpoint. I'm saying from a time standpoint. This game has taken incredibly too much time. I hope they get by. I hope they're hourly.
Run it on the clock field, man.
I cannot believe. Huh. So they put 50 seconds on the clock now. Second down and long. Just a draw play. Clock winds. Timeout. Is that 53 seconds left?
Is it counting up? Yep.
The clock is now counting up. That's terrific. All right, back down. Down to 47 seconds. We have seen everything. Yes, timeout by the Wildcats. How many timeouts did the official get? That's what I'd like to know, because they expired all of them. Go down to one knee. Wildcats going to use their last timeout. 44 seconds left. So it's fourth down. Start the clock. Timeout. North Texas is going to call a timeout because they don't want to they take it all the way down to the play clock. This is incredible. This is just congratulations, North Texas. You won the football game. (1:07) Eastern Time on Sunday. I would just take the snap and run around until the clock runs out. I wouldn't even punt right now. They're going to take it. They're going to throw it, and it's going to be caught at the 50, and then he's going to stay up long enough and the buzzer's going to run out. We're finally done. It's over. The game is over. North Texas wins 46-35. The USA Bowl is over. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your compliments, your complaints, and all of that. Thanks so much to Dylan Oshika, Terry Sullivan, and all the fine folks here at Daytona Beach. I'm Matt Fargo saying thanks so much for listening. Until next time, whenever that is and wherever it is, Mom, I love you. Keep fighting. Good night.